Facebook, Corina here. You may have recognized me. I was on the last Facebook Live video that we did about self-service, and you might notice I'm actually not in a dog salon at all right now, in a grooming salon. I am in my the laboratory where I work. So I'm coming to you live today from the microbiology laboratory at the community college where I work, and I'm here today to talk to you guys about why it's so important to disinfect shampoo bottles before we use them on dogs. So I know, we talk a lot in the industry about cleanliness and why it's so important, but I actually grow up the cultures of the bacteria that normally cause skin infections in dogs. So I wanted to give you guys a visual of what this stuff looks like in culture, what you can do to spot it, and what you can do to prevent it happening in your salon so that dogs don't get sick. So the first one, and I did a little bit of research on this, the biggest offender is this guy here. Let's get my culture straight here. So this guy here, he is called Pseudomonas Aeruginosa. He is very hardy. I don't know if you guys can hear birds chirping. I'm sorry, there's birds living in the top of my laboratory hood. So if you hear birds chirping, that's what that is. So this guy, Pseudomonas aeruginosa, he is responsible for most of the bacterial infections that are associated with post-grooming skin infections. It's a really hardy bug. It's known to be antibiotic resistant for a lot of our regular antibiotics. I'm sorry, you probably can't see it, but it's grown on this little slant of agar there. And it can grow at room temperature, which is why it's so dangerous in shampoo bottles. Most bacteria that we work with like growing at 37 degrees, but this guy is just fine growing at room temperature. The other thing that's so scary about this stuff is that it doesn't smell. Well, it smells a little bit, but if this is in your shampoo, you're not going to smell it. So it's never good to do the smell test as a test of whether or not the shampoo is still good. It can definitely tell you if the shampoo is bad, but it doesn't necessarily mean the shampoo is good if you don't smell anything. So this guy is probably the worst offender. And as you can see too in broth, this is just a broth culture. It's colorless. This is the color of the broth normally, so you would never know that this bacteria is present in your shampoo bottle. So to prevent this, you really just want to make sure that you are using up your shampoos within 24 hours of diluting them. You never want to let it go past 24 hours because, for example, this culture here and this culture here, which is really cloudy with growth, these were grown up after 24 hours. So if I can grow this up in 24 hours in my lab, it can definitely grow up in your shampoo bottles. And the other reason that this is so dangerous is for most of us, if I took this and I put it in a shampoo bottle and I started washing my skin with it, I might be okay. I might not have a problem, but we are actually manipulating the hair follicles on the dogs as we wash them, and we're opening those pores up, which gives this bacteria a place to get in. So that's why this is so important. So the other offender, and you guys have probably all seen this guy, he's really pretty. This is Serratia Marcescens. It grows this beautiful red color. And this guy grows, you've probably seen it a lot on bathtubs. If you forget to clean your bathtub and you get that like nasty orange reddish goo on the sides, that's what this is. So it does grow in broth as well, and it does leave a different color, but again, it doesn't smell, so you wouldn't necessarily know that it's actually in your shampoo. Hi, I'm sorry, I'm doing a live video for Facebook. I can't talk. Bye. I'm at work, so I'll come find you in a second. So this guy, again, he loves growing in shampoo bottles. This is probably the second most common pathogen that we see, and it's not necessarily pathogenic right now. Like, it probably wouldn't make me sick, but again, because we're manipulating the hair follicle and letting the shampoo get in there, it could cause a skin infection on the dogs. So, couple things that you can do to prevent this from happening. Number one, always throw out your diluted shampoo at the end of the day if you didn't use it. Do not let it sit overnight. That's not a good idea. You're just asking for bacteria and other stuff to grow in it. The other thing you can do for your bottles is make sure that you do the rule of 10, which is wash them in 10% bleach for 10 minutes. 10% bleach kills everything. And 10% bleach is incredibly safe too around dogs. So just moments after you have disinfected with bleach, it doesn't leave any salts on the surface, so it's safe for dogs to walk on, of course, after you dry it off. So 10% bleach for 10 minutes, fantastic disinfectant to use in your salon. And then the other thing you can do, and this is just good grooming practice anyway, is especially with the double coat breeds, your German Shepherds and that kind of thing, you want to make sure they're blown dry, completely dry. You do not want to leave any residual moisture in the coat. Residual moisture and humidity, you're just asking for a skin infection. That is prime real estate for bacteria. It'll be warm from the body heat of the dog. It'll be damp from the moisture that you've left, and it'll be protected from all that hair. So that is definitely good practice. So I'm going to be doing a couple of these little sciencey kind of videos for you guys. So if you have any questions, if there's something grooming related but also kind of science related that you always wanted to know, feel free to leave a comment and shoot me back some feedback, and I will see what I can do for you. So that's all for now because I actually have to get back to work, but I will see you guys next time. Bye!